Feeling stuck, not just physically but also emotionally, having desire to change something but feeling like it's impossible, being trapped in a bad habit that makes you believe it's who you are and you can't change it, stuck in a routine, or simply feeling stagnant, unsure of what to do, with no sign of change, waiting for something or someone to save you. I think a lot of us felt this way. Recently I watched two anime series, Welcome to the N.H.K and Sonny Boy. The first one I discovered accidentally, and Sonny Boy was recommended by my friend. I found similarities between the two, not only in the Neko girls, but also in the messages I took from anime. These are my interpretations, there is no right or wrong.
It's an unpopular anime opinion that y'all have.
Guts didn't really go through shit.
Stop the cap.
Especially when it comes to Sonny Boy. It's the kind of anime where every time you watch it, in the end, you might have a completely different opinion. We all know how garbage real life can be. It's tough even just to live a normal life and get by. There are money problems, a 9 to 5 job, relationships, a subway full of smelly people, and so on. In N.H.K we have MC who struggles with living in such a world. He's hikikomori, it means that he's locked up in his apartment, either sleeping, watching TV all day, jerking off, or watching TV and jerking off. In short, he has a problem, and he knows it, but he is stuck in it. In Sonny Boy, students suddenly drift into different dimension. Nagara, MC of the MCs, is one of the reasons why this happened, because of his subconscious desire to escape from the original world. With his ability, he accidentally created a new one. In this dimension, he was still the same at the start, still numb and unmotivated. While others were trying to figure things out, he remained unchanged, but this girl kept bugging him. As he lies in this room, feeling hopeless with lines like, "There is nothing we can do," she pushes him, she makes him question things. It might be surprisingly easy if we just give it a try. Through these dialogues, she slowly changes him. In one of the episodes of Sonny Boy, some people froze. They didn't have the superpowers like others, they couldn't contribute to the world as others could. And because of that, no one cared about them, which caused them to close off, create their own little room, and separate from the world. It was same with Satou. Because of the difficult and harsh world, he closed off in his apartment, ran away from responsibilities, and froze in his own shell. But just like in Sonny Boy, a girl appears, like an angel, who decides to help him with his way of living. With her help and without his allowance from parents, at the end, he was forced to abandon his neat ways of living. Sometimes it's a good thing that you're cornered like that and forced to change something in your life. After that, he got the job, but he was still depressed because he felt all alone. When you're an adult with low social skills, it's very hard to make new friends. That's where Misaki comes again and helps him. Misaki brought companionship and happiness to Satou's life and prevented it from being depressingly monotone. But not everyone is lucky like that, to have someone like Misaki in their life. And some people, when they are in a difficult situation like Satou was, when allowance was cut, all alone, with no social skills, they choose the worst solution, to end their lives. Satou tried that, but fortunately he failed. Feeling of being worthless got to him. Some things are hard to do, or change when you are already an adult. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Even if it has a low chances, at least trying gives you some chances, rather than doing nothing at all.
Would you say that you're a sunflower, or are you a dandelion? If there were a place that shone brighter than the place you're at, would you want to go to it? Or would you stay where you are and just keep staring at it?
Another day is coming to an end. A day devoid of anything. How long am I going to repeat this routine? Satou knows that he's the only one to blame for what he became. Being born doesn't magically give your life meaning. That's something you have to work out on your own.
It's not like people are worth anything just because they were born. That's why we have to find our own purpose, however long that takes.
Thinking that everything we are given in life already has its purpose set, it's like your life is already decided, which, at least for me, an awful way to live. In the end, Satou signs a contract with Misaki. The contract states that if one of them dies, the other one has to die too. Not the healthiest way to help each other, but I think it's good for them. The show ends like that, with Satou find happiness, We don't know that. But we know that with his efforts to change, he created possibilities for him to be happy. We aren't able to change the world after all, and that's okay. Nagara slowly understands that. We aren't able to change the world, but we can change how we live in it. So,
Would you say that you're a sunflower, or are you a dandelion?
Huh? What are you talking about?
No matter what the others say, the way I see you won't change, Nagara.